Well, without any explanation whatsoever, here we are. Extinction. The last Resident Evil film ended with Alice and her friends leaving the city moments before it was decimated by a nuke. They crashed and she was captured yet again, and then escaped yet again, and was rescued by Jill and Carlos, now wearing umbrella uniforms. Then Isaacs activated her newfound powers and it faded to black. So here we are a year later or so, I guess, in the Nevada desert. How did Alice get out here? We don't know. She says in the repetitive video intro that the world died after Raccoon City fell to shit, so maybe it makes sense, I guess. Anyway, so we meet Claire Redfield, and her group of survivors who convoy around trying to stay alive. They meet up with Alice, and it turns out Carlos and LJ, who knew her from the previous movie, are just conveniently in Claire's group now. Right. Oh, and also Johnny Cage is there too. And Ashanti. But that's okay, nobody really remembers her anymore. So they come up with a plan to go to Alaska via this diary that Alice found in a truck stop bathroom, where it says that there is no infection there. It's a place called Arcadia. Upon traveling there, Umbrella tracks Alice and Dr. Isaac sends out a new breed of super zombie to immobilize the group. Mostly everyone dies, and then Alice goes after Isaacs. In his attempt to flee, he gets bitten by one of the new zombies and begins to mutate. After Carlos sacrifices himself and then Claire heads to Arcadia, Alice stays behind and then finds a hidden Umbrella base where they've been cloning her repeatedly, and she confronts Isaacs yet again. He's been heavily mutated due to the antivirus cocktail he's been injecting himself with, trying to undo the damage of the infection. And he turned himself into a tyrant. Well, a Paul Anderson never played the games before Google the lore tyrant, anyway. I mean, it's kind of the same thing. Alice fights Isaacs and they end up in a replica laser hallway similar to the first film. She laughs in his face and then he gets cut into tiny little squares. It's here that she gathers her remaining clones and then heads to Japan to confront the head of Umbrella, Albert Wesker, because that's definitely how it happened in the game. So the only enjoyable part of this movie for me was the ending, because the tyrant fight was decent, even though that was all fucked up, but everything before that was just garbage. Well, at least the next one's directly after this, so there's no time gap. Oh, and also it's pretty decent because there's a popular game character involved. It should be great, right? Right?